in a minute. Call the meeting to order. Let the record show all board members are present. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda with adjustments, and the adjustments are?
So moved.
Uh,
He's gonna announce the adjustments. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're going to add, under new business, we're going to add B, approve suspension of a teacher, and under consent items, statutory meeting, where it says 2025 at 9 a.m., it should be 5 p.m.
All right.
I second her motion.
All those in favor say aye. Motion carries. Okay, here's the fun part. Recognitions. Spelling bee winners, elementary, middle school, Miss Lowry.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. President Ford, Superintendent Dr. Starcher, and board members. So tonight, we want to recognize and celebrate the outstanding achievements of our county's top spellers. These dedicated students have shown incredible skill, perseverance, and confidence in mastering the art of spelling. Their hard work and determination have set them apart as true spelling champions. They put in countless hours studying and have SPELLED their way to success. I asked them tonight to bring their trophies with them this evening for pictures, so some of them may have those with them already. So we're going to start with the elementary division. When I call your name, if you'll just come up here.
Marcia, you want to have a picture?
For pictures.
Charlotte?
You're the only one who can spell, Charlotte.
Autocorrect.
And then we ask that all of our spellers just kind of, when you get your picture, if you'll stay back, then we'll take our a group picture with all four of you. So we'll start with our elementary division. These two young men were our top spellers at the Raleigh County Schools Elementary Spelling Bee. They were invited back the following day to participate at the middle school level, where they challenged the best spellers in our county and stayed right with them. Our elementary school runner-up is Rahan Rahat from Cranberry Prosperity Elementary School. Just trophy down. Move your trophy down, Rahan. Just there you go.
All right, now I can see it. 1, 2, 3, hold. Thank you. Just wait right over here for me.
And I'm pretty sure I'm correct. He finished 5th in the middle school B. So great job to him. Our elementary spelling champion from St. Francis de Sales Elementary School is Isaac Bonnet. Put your trophy down just a little bit, Isaac. There you go.
All right, 1, 2, 3, hold. Thank you. Right over here.
Isaac, if you'll go over there, buddy. There you go. I'm sure we'll see those two again next year. The following two students finished 1st and 2nd in the Raleigh County Middle School Spelling Bee. They will join students from across our region for the Regional Spelling Bee sponsored by the Charleston Gazette in March. Our middle school runner-up is Reagan Moore from Park Middle School. And our middle school spelling bee champion from Beckley Stratton Middle School is Gavin Lockhart. Please join me in giving them another round of applause for all four of them. Now, if all of you will come in, we'll get your picture. Come on, boys, get in there with all four of you.
Yeah. Standing beside, come on, stand here, stand here.
You got them all? Stay there a minute for parents, too.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Hold, hold, and hold. Stand for your parents.
Who's going for art? This recording for art? Are you doing art?
No, go ahead and do it. Do art.
Okay, moving right along. Art students from Raleigh County Schools selected by the Beckley Water Company 2005 calendar. Ms. Hodges? Nice calendar. You going down there?
Well, good evening, President Ford, Superintendent Dr. Starcher, and board members. This evening, I get to present to you the 2025 calendar winners for Beckley Water Company. Each spring, right at the very end of the school year, Beckley Water Company holds a competition, and they ask all schools to submit artwork for the next year's calendar. So after the school year started this year, we were very excited to learn that we had so many Raleigh County winners. And a little bit about the competition is they choose 13 winners. One also is chosen as the cover page, and then they also present a grand prize to the school that has the most entries. So part of the celebration this evening is the school that had the most entries, which was Liberty High School. I don't know that I see. They received a grand prize, and each student that was awarded a particular month received, I'm thinking it was $50. So a $50 gift card. So I would like to present to you each of the months, and if the students are here, if they'll come up when I call their name. For December, it was Emerson Blankenship.
I've got one here.
For January, Ethan Crawford. Our February winner, Amelia Atkins. March, Kira Adkins. April, Callie Dillon. Oh, I missed one here somewhere. That wasn't a Raleigh County student. June, Lauren Bennett. July, Neve Dickens. August, Saturn Sanchez Prendes. I'm trying to not get off here. September, Michaelin Newman. October, Kirsten Miller. November, Elena Meadows. December, Autumn Delp. One more. There was kind of a back cover competition, and that award went to Sharon Howerton. Elena Meadows was also the cover winner, and Like I said earlier, Liberty won the award for the most entries. They had 7 winners for the 13 months. So congratulations again.
Okay, moving on right on. Woodrow Wilson High School, we the people, state champion winners for 2025 state champion winners for the people's state champions, Ms. Hodges.
Yeah. The Woodrow Wilson High School We the People team is heading to the national finals, and I believe that is scheduled for April the 9th through the 11th. Yes, you heard me correctly, that is the national finals. They are the state champions for West Virginia. When they do get to the national finals, that is held outside of D.C., the students are going to showcase their knowledge of the U.S. Constitution and American government at the We the People Nationals. That is been going on for 5 decades now. These are national finals that serve as an exciting finale to this fun journey. I have a child that participated in We the People, so I know how much work goes into this. During this competition, students act as expert witnesses and testify before a panel of judges acting as members of Congress. Students have the opportunity to evaluate, take, and defend positions on relevant historical and contemporary issues. So this is an exciting team. The members of this team that I would like to recognize this evening, Rom. I'm not going to try Rom. I cannot. Yeah. Ron.
You go up.
That's okay. There's so much room on the I want to get pictures. I want to get pictures.
Hey, Rom, just stand right over there so we can get a group. Next, David Burgess. Addison Crawford. Jonas Helton. Just mixed that. Chase Hibbs. Jerry Lynn. Selena Mabalot. Ryan McMillan. Carson Mish.
One, two, three, hold, and hold.
Alexander Redden. Kaylee Thompson. And last but not least, the person that has led this team to this victory, Mr. Quessenberry. Everybody in for a group.
By the way, Ms. Hodges' son was incredible.
I know a lot about this competition.
He was a great public speaker.
Oh, he's something.
One, two, three. Hold, hold, and hold. Thank you all.
Congratulations again and good luck in April. Oh.
All the winners, and,
Let them stay for the distance.
I'm sorry,
Just stay.
we got one.
Hey, I was going to say one thing. They said you guys were going to go to DC and you're going to act like the Congress. Please don't. Okay? You're better than that, okay? You're a lot better than that.
You could teach them.
Yeah, maybe you can show them a little stuff on the issues.
Yeah. And Rom, you can go tell them how to empty a pond.
Do the difference maker.
You ready?
Oh, well,
I think they know they can leave.
I thought maybe they'd stay for the difference maker, but
They don't know what it is. It's you.
huh?
You.
Yeah, I know what it is.
You're the winner.
Should have hopped in there quicker, Mr. Ford. Gonna do the difference maker. He said I was the winner. I said no.
Would it be easier if I go down? I need to go down there and give them the award, but that's okay. I'll read this and then I'll go down there.
Okay, moving right along. Next on our agenda is Difference Maker Award recipients. Dr. Starcher.
Thank you, President Ford. So each month, we identify a difference maker based upon nominations we receive from anyone who chooses to nominate. So in the month of January, we received in the month of December, we received 43 nominations for the January winner. But in January, if you recall, we had a good bit of snow. So we weren't able to recognize the difference maker that month. So we're going to recognize this individual this evening. So we had 43 nominations. And I'm going to read what was submitted on behalf of this individual. It has some clues in it. Last year, when our school was under construction and our cafeteria was closed, I had the privilege of going into this employee's classroom for lunch. She had a student at that time who was rapidly losing her vision. I remember the teacher saying to me, she may not have sight by the end of the year, so I want her to see as many things as possible. She showed photos of landmarks and art, took virtual field trips, none of which were part of a regular curriculum, because she wanted to be sure that these things were experienced before it was too late. This year, as the same student sits in my art room as close to the board as possible, and I struggle to describe the colors and brushstrokes of Starry Night, I rest assured knowing that she has seen it and many other things she will never forget because of Kim Baldwin. Miss Baldwin, if you'll come forward.
scoot over here. She didn't.
I have one more. Okay, so we weren't able to recognize the difference maker in January, but we are able to recognize February's difference maker this evening. So, we didn't have as many nominees this time. I think the weather has truly played a part in everything we've been doing over the last month. But here's the recommendation or the nomination for this individual. This employee is an essential figure in the daily routine of the children who ride her bus. She is the first and last person the children interact with during their school day. Her patience, kindness, and commitment to her job helps shape the overall experience of the school day for the children. She fosters a positive start and end to each child's journey for the day. She ensures the children arrive at school and home safely. She provides a stable presence that will have a lasting impact on the children who ride her bus. She provides a safe and welcoming environment on her bus where children feel comfortable and valued. She goes beyond the duties of transportation to make a difference in the lives of the children. Teresa Martin transports. Miss Martin, come forward. She was thinking she was here for an award for her daughter. He played a role in this surprise as well. It was his idea.
Congratulations. No agenda items, no non-agenda items. Communications reports, Dr. Hutchins.
I'm just glad the sun's shining today.
Ms. Smith?
I visited Krista Childers' classroom at Shady Elementary, and she has her kids doing some really neat art projects. And then on the way back to town, I stopped at the little Mexican restaurant in Beaver for lunch. You gotta take care of the important things. And anyway, two teachers from Shady High had their students in there. They'd been to see the Wizard of Oz play. And they had worked with those students, and they were able to order their own food, and so well behaved. And I mean, it's just something Raleigh County needs to be proud of, the way those teachers have worked with the kids.
Thank you. Ms. Hambrick?
Just that I'm excited to see Wizard of Oz this weekend. I didn't make it last weekend, but I am going this weekend.
Mr. Snuffer?
I'm going to go too. I'm going to click my heels 2 times and see where we get out there. But, yeah.
3 times, buddy.
Well, at my age, you only click twice. You don't get that 3rd time in there. But I did, saw some schools. I was out to Liberty last night, actually, for senior night and their basketball game. And they had a really nice ceremony. I know Woodrow's had some and stuff, but it's really nice the schools put out the effort to recognize the student athletes for their dedication and in playing the sports. And it was real well received. And like I said, it was a class production thing.
Thank you. I don't have anything except my prediction is there will be school tomorrow. Dr. Starcher?
Thank you, Mr. Ford. I was going to remind everyone of The Wizard of Oz. This coming weekend will be the last weekend for that production, so I encourage those of you listening and here this evening to visit Woodrow's Auditorium to see The Wizard of Oz. It will be an amazing production, I'm sure. We've continued with school visits. The weather has certainly hindered that a little bit, but we are seeing some amazing things happening in our classrooms and our schools. So as much as the weather has deterred the visits, the weather has not deterred what's happening in our classrooms when students are present. In terms of the weather, we're glad to be back in school. And Night of the Arts, this is our first annual Night of the Arts. That will occur, as noted on your agenda, March 10th. So that will be before our next board meeting. So I just wanted to make sure everyone is aware of that. And it's 2 hours in length. We'll have various students and schools represented. So I encourage you to come out for that. And again, we're just glad to be back in school. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
One thing I wanted to mention, last night at Liberty, I didn't want to neglect that. They had a fundraiser food drive for the flood victims in McDowell County, and they had, I don't know, there was a tremendous amount of stuff brought in down there, and also a financial donation. So I thought that was good. The school did, if you got in free the ball game, and they all sent all that money and stuff down there. So it was just another outreach to another county from our students.
Thank you. Other reports, Youth Art Month, Holly Kincaid. Yep, just over here. Turn the.
There's a learning curve.
For us too.
Okay, good. All right. Hello, my name is Holly Kincaid, and I have
Susan Ellis from Daniels Elementary.
and I'm at Park Middle School. So I'm excited to not be alone this year, to share and celebrate Youth Art Month, and thank you for everything that you are doing to support the arts. Throughout the slides, you're going to see some examples of student artwork, and we even have one of our artists here tonight, so that'll be exciting to share and honor too. The arts involve so many different things throughout a child's learning and growth, whether it's problem-solving skills, fostering creativity, critical thinking, and communication. Arts education is critical for helping students develop creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. That's a quote from Megan Chernin, the LA Fund Chair. We are really thankful that we were able to have an entire PD opportunity day for all the art teachers to get together at the beginning of the year. And I'm going to allow her to kind of speak to it. I led the opportunity in the workshop, so it was a full day of learning for all of the art teachers and togetherness. But if you'd like to share a little bit.
Okay, so I kind of got put on the spot with this, but I would love to share about this because she did an amazing job at that PD. I've done art my entire life, and what she exposed us to was just really creative in so many different ways. One of my favorite things, which I implemented as soon as the school year started, and my students absolutely loved it, is that thing right there. That's actually a picture of me and Carolyn Busby doing the example, the first picture. She had funny photographs or like paintings, pieces of artwork. Maybe they were paintings or prints or whatever. The person across from you got to see it, and you did not. And then we got a piece of paper. And so Carolyn would explain to me what she saw in this picture, and then I would have to draw from her explanation and her descriptive words. And then we switched places with a different picture. And it was absolutely hilarious, engaging, fun. And then we did it again, and we kind of learned from the first time how to be more descriptive. So when it comes to like language arts, it's a good way to incorporate that, because even my kids, when I did it, and I have, I did that project with 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, I think. They all loved it. It didn't matter what age, because even we loved it as adults. They even would say, oh, we're better at this now. And then I would let them go look at all the other kids' examples. And it was just absolutely amazing. And I would never have come up with that. So going to that PD and getting that example was just really a great opportunity for me to grow. We also did some 4 different kinds of printmaking, which I had not done since college. So that had been a long time. It was a great refresher. And after that PD, I ordered with the money that we receive all the supplies to do that this year and implement it. So it was just great. It was really organized. Even the stations were organized, which helped me with my kids. I'm only a second-year art teacher, so I just found it very helpful. Good job.
Well, I think it's just really important for the art teachers to get together and have an opportunity for professional development, because so very often we don't have that geared towards what we're doing every day. So I think it was really creative and beneficial for us to build a community. I also had the opportunity, and I just want to share that I did represent Raleigh County doing my first ever webinar for the National Art Education Association on the best tricks for back to school. So that was a live webinar for teachers to be able to kind of start the year off on the right foot. I also want to give a shout out to the Beckley Area Foundation that there are 4 art teachers pictured, and I know one was not available that evening, so there were 5 art teachers that won funding for their schools. So I think that's really important. And then I want to really encourage you to help us in recognizing and celebrating Youth Art Month. I know that we're going to be having some artwork here that we're going to be celebrating, but art is going to be taking over Beckley. So we are, and actually the state for that matter. So just last weekend, I drove up. We've had all this snow, but we had 11 pieces of artwork represent Raleigh County at the State Youth Art Month show. The reception will be on March 8th in Parkersburg. We did have 5 students win prizes at the state level, ribbons. I have 3 from Park Middle School that won awards, as well as 2 from Ridgeview. So really exciting to have representation at the state level winning awards for our students, so I'm really excited about that. I know the snow played a part in some of our art teachers not being able to get to some of the pieces, but I'm really excited that we were able to make that happen. That artwork that is at the state show will then travel to the Arts Alive show that will be in Charleston in April, and the dates are also on there. Or it's actually in May this year, May 2nd, so it's usually in April, but this year it's in May. So those pieces will actually travel there. And I want to just kind of show, we have some pieces throughout the slides of pieces from elementary, middle, and high school. Some of these pieces may be at our Youth Art Month show, some of them were in our fall show, but I wanted to kind of highlight some of the pieces. And one of our artists is here, I believe.
Yes. Do you want to, can we get a picture with her? Do you see the middle picture of the watercolor with the trees? That's hers, and I don't know if anybody received that as a gift up here.
I'm not sure, but I haven't
We
passed
don't
them
know
all
where
out
it
yet.
went. Someone picked it, and it goes in their
Someone stole
office. So do you want to get your picture taken up here? I don't know where it is.
And I'm
Somewhere,
yep.
somewhere.
Print
Where's
it
the
out,
picture
yep.
taken?
So we've got a bunch of different pieces, yeah. So I passed, I don't think, I think it's been, I may have passed it out already, and it may have already gone.
Someone chose it, and I guess they
Yep.
left the room.
But,
Sorry, we don't have it.
What's her name? Her name?
Aubrey Webb?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, we could maybe do that and get
do
it
a
in
little
the-
diagonal. He's like, do I got a slide? How, it's like a mac,
Try to get that in there. Come over here. You can have it a little bit more if you want to.
oh yeah, and he's pointing, you're Vanna. Hers is in the middle. So I think you'll all agree, yeah, this beautiful piece for an elementary level, I think.
I
yeah.
want to
Yeah.
mention. So the owl is a pencil drawing. That was another 5th grader. He came earlier and got his picture with one of Miss Hutchins, I think. Okay. Okay, Ms. Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when we did that project, I tried to incorporate science into that and talked about all the different eyelids that owls have. We learned they have 3 eyes, or eyelids, and fuzzy ears and fuzzy feathers so that they're silent. So I try to incorporate, different types of education when we do the arts. So,
It's really cross-curricular. Yes. We've got middle school and high school, and a variety of the pieces have been passed out, and I know there are more that are being passed out to different people here at the school board office. So hopefully you'll be able to put that in your office and be able to reflect on the power of the arts throughout the school year. The Youth Art Month show will be held at the Beckley Arts Center. Our reception will be March 13th, and the artwork will actually be up and on display until the 26th. I do invite all of you to please join us for the reception. We'd love to see you there. We actually have the opportunity this year. The award winners will actually be traveling and having another little show at the newspaper office in their gallery. So we'll have another show there in April. The Art in the Park. Every year, the National Park System has a wonderful opportunity for teachers to celebrate and honor the wildflowers and the critters that are alive and blooming in West Virginia and the different things that are happening. So that will be at Tamarack. I was informed today there will be a reception on April 6th, and they would love to have someone from the school board be available to be there for the awards. I know that there are at least 5 artists from Park, and I have not heard about all of the others, but there are many different artists and schools that are going to be represented, and that's at Tamarack on April 6th. I do not know the time yet, but I will send that as soon as I can. I know that I spoke to the park ranger involved, and she's going to be sending an invitation out. So that kind of give a little glimpse. I know that the ceramic piece was entered. I know that there's some digital art, the critters that are going to be entered in that as well. Some pieces there. And I also want to just share, I'm really excited to be representing Raleigh County Schools. I am presenting 4 presentations at the National Art Education Conference in Kentucky. That'll be in March. And I'm really excited to be able to showcase some of the things that we are doing here. I'm going to be part of a Glowforge presentation that kind of engages our makerspace that we have. I was able to get a Glowforge last year through the State Department of Education, and so that'll be part of my presentation. I'm also doing one on sustainability that is in response to one of the grants that I received. So just a variety of different things, and also how you reboot when you're a veteran teacher and starting all over in a new school district. So that'll be another part of it too. And I also wanted to highlight, at any time that you would like to see what Park Middle School students are doing, you can check us out online. We have our online art gallery. We've got 3,547 pieces of artwork, so check us out. You can even leave comments for some of your favorite artists. Thank you so much. Thank you to the art teachers who have supported me and who've been part of our PD, who have sent artwork for this slideshow, who are showing and getting their artwork ready and matting. It takes so much time and effort and every day, but they are bringing the art into the hearts of our students, and I am so appreciative of their efforts. So thank you for your support.
And thank you for adding some color into our world.
Well, we're trying. All right, you can go. I hope you enjoy them. So, let's see. Okay.
Ms. Lacy, attendance report.
Good evening, President Ford, Superintendent Starcher, and board members. I'm here to present the 6th-month attendance data. For the 6th month, our attendance rate was 90.284. Our enrollment stayed the same at 9,632. We had 0 high school exits for the month. 24 new homeschool students for a total of 1,125. 5 new homebound for a yearly total of 30. 17 new alternative for a total of 91. 0 new Hope Scholarship Notice of Intents were received for the month, so we're still at 85 for the year so far. Any questions?
Any questions?
For the year.
Is the 3%, almost 3.5% drop in attendance, is that normal considering the holidays and stuff?
The holidays, but I think more so flu.
Flu? Had really bad
And
flu
we're
season.
still battling that
yes, you are.
currently.
Yeah.
I was at Gent today, and she said she's had on average 30 or more out with the flu.
Yeah.
And for a small school, that's a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We have no unfinished business. No policies and procedures. Consent items A and B. Any objection to approving those together?
I move we approve consent items as were submitted to us.
Motion's moved and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. New business, A, consider approval of the DARE program agreement with state police, or with the Beckley Police, excuse me, and the following elementary schools: Beckley, Bradley, Cranberry, Crescent, Hollywood, Mapscott, Maxwell, Stanford, and Stratton.
Thank you, President Ford, board members, Dr. Starcher. Yes, before you is a MOU with Beckley Police, and it's to quote-unquote bring the DARE program back. And as you can see, we had, if you didn't know, we had an MOU earlier in the year. We're bringing this back before you because we are now adding 4 more additional schools. Those 4 schools, I believe, are Bradley, Cranberry, Stanford, and Mapscott. They are not quote-unquote city schools, but they do feed into your city middle schools, Park and Beckley Stratton and Woodrow Wilson, if you will. That's the reason they're thinking behind that. Officer Justice will be assigned to this duty. So we're really excited. Beckley PD is really excited, and that's what we have before you tonight. I know this is specific about Beckley PD MOU, but it's good to know that we have also met with the Sheriff Department. And the Sheriff Department is also going to assign an officer that's specific to the quote-unquote DARE program. And that person hopefully will be certified this summer. So next school year, we look to have a DARE person from the Sheriff Department and a DARE person from Beckley PD to be able to touch all 27 schools.
I move we approve the MOU with Beckley Police Department for the DARE program.
Second. Motion moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
B, consider approval of suspension.
No.
That's the other piece.
Right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, never mind. Excuse me. Consider approval of the ACT Corps for track and tennis. Mr. Dillon.
Yes, thank you again, President Ford. What we have proposed for your consideration tonight is Mr. Daniel, myself, and Mr. Butcher have worked hard with a corporation called ATC. It is a corporation that specializes in refurbishing or renovation of or redoing, if you will, tracks and tennis courts across the country. We have had them come in and assess our 4 high schools and our tracks and tennis courts specifically. And then we have brought before you 2 tonight with hopefully to bring the 2 others next school year. So what we have here for consideration is repairing and resurfacing the 6 tennis courts at Woodrow Wilson High School and the 6 tennis courts at Liberty High School. What this would entail would be cleaning and power washing the surface, patching low areas with what they call premier coating, cleaning and filling structural cracks, furnishing and installing a crack repair system, and then applying coats, and then 3 coats of acrylic finish, if you will. Also, in this process, they would replace the nets. And we have also had them take a look at, and it's provided in the proposal, to upgrade the fencing around both schools in those playing areas. You know, these spaces really haven't been touched since they've been installed there. And it's time, you know, these guys are the experts, and they measure the longevity of a court based upon overall crackage, if you will. And I was really appreciative of these guys. They didn't just come in and say, hey, we need to redo the tennis courts. They did not say that. They said we can salvage this based upon the measurement of the crack. But if you're out on a tennis court, we have some tennis courts that literally have cracks in the middle of them that's 2, almost 3 inches in width. So this will really upgrade your tennis facilities, if you will, with including the fencing as well.
If this is approved, when would they start?
This summer, we hope to knock this out as soon as tennis season and at the conclusion of tennis season and track season. Yes, sir. Good question.
Okay.
Those sports are going to start next week. So, you know, it usually takes you to the end of May. We've worked long and hard, Mr. Daniel, Mr. Butcher as well, with really coordinating with this group to really work in this area, and the tracks that we're going to talk about, and be out of the way, especially with your tracks come football season. You can talk about tennis courts, or I can move to the tracks, if you will. So the tracks, this is really a renovation of the track surfaces at Woodrow Wilson and Liberty High School. In this specific, or in this particular case, they are really going to strip and dispose the existing rubberized track. So if you go into a track, it's not just asphalt. It's asphalt, and you know you have the thickness of the rubberized track. Our tracks are really needing some TLC if you've been on them. So this would be a complete renovation. They would remove that. They would mill the existing asphalt, apply a tack coat, install surface asphalt, and then lay down the track surface. And the track surface in that world, you're talking about 3/8 of an inch or a 1/2 inch. Obviously, the 1/2 inch is a little bit more, but the longevity of it is better, and it's better for sports injuries. You have more give. You have more of a sponge for athletes to run on. So we are proposing to you that we go with the 1/2 inch for our athletes. Also provided in this quote, we're going to address the grass, if you will. It's a pet peeve of mine when I was still at the school level. If you're inside the track area, lots of times you'll have a fence and the track, but you'll have about 18 inches, 16 inches of grass. It's a nightmare for our custodians. It's hard to keep up with it. Or maybe you might have a width of grass that you could get a zero turn on. But lots of times then grass is blown onto the track. So what we ask them to do is take a look at that and become grassless, if you will, on the inside where the track area is. And that's what they provide us. So there will be some paving in this. But this will touch all of your track. So you can't just think of the track, the circular. It's the pole vault area, the high jump, long jump area. And also in this particular proposal, we're looking at, just as the tennis courts, touching the fence. So sleeving the post, if you will, and then completely redoing the netting or the fence area that you see, and installing a black rubberized coat to it. So it'll really pop and be very good. In my opinion, if you think about your football fields, at really all 4 facilities, we've addressed the turf. A lot of them we've addressed the bleachers. Now if you touch the track and then the fence, we have definitely left it better than we found it.
Mr. Dillon was surprised that we still had barbed wire on our fence at the Liberty.
Yeah.
I told him we're serious down there, okay?
Yeah.
You don't come in unless you mean it, so, but.
Yeah, the Liberty quote, unfortunately, Mr. Snuffer, would involve removing the barbed wire at Liberty High School.
Well, we're gonna put juice on it, okay?
I don't know if you have any other questions or concerns, or if Mr. Butcher or Mr. Daniel have anything to add.
I believe all those fences are original to the facility 6.
Yeah.
That knows how the fencing is at the facility.
When you start looking at the tennis courts, a lot of the gates don't even work to get inside of the tennis court. I mean, you almost got to fight the gate to get in there to play your tennis match. They've just over time, just the wear with weather. I mean, it would be a tremendous upgrade.
Well, he's talking about the one at Liberty, the old one at Liberty. It does, I was down last night, I looked at it, there's probably 3-inch cracks in places in that court. I mean, but there's not been anything done to it until.
Correct.
Maybe it was built.
I don't know I know the tennis courts haven't been touched in 5 years. Now, we
Yeah.
have done a track resurface, but not a replacement.
Right.
Well, that could cause injuries.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and Woodrow's the only track we have in the county that can actually host a regional meet, because it has the number of lanes, the rest of them don't meet that qualification.
That is correct. I think the SSAC has become a little bit more lax and now allowing the 6 lanes. With that said, though, a lot of the being able to host a regional is all in your timing system. You have to have the electronic timing system, which is very pricey. Woodrow has that, and that's why they're able to also host regionals.
So any other questions? Do you have a motion?
I move we approve the contract with ATC Corp. for the track and tennis court replacement at Liberty High School and Woodrow Wilson, as was presented to us tonight.
Motion's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Let the work begin. Okay, 11A, approve superintendent's recommendations for 24-25.
I'll move we go into executive session.
Let's do that under B.
Oh, under B instead of A?
Yeah. You'll approve this part first.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, do we want to do it? I think we need to go into executive session for a minute, please.
Okay, is there a second?
Charlotte, second.
Charlotte seconded.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay.
so ornery, I ought to change her name to Rachel.
agenda.
Let's get this.
Too much stuff here.
Okay, let your record show we're back out of the executive session.
7:07.
Okay. Approve superintendent's recommendations for 24-25 year.
Is there any?
Thank you, Mr. Ford. I do have some adjustments to the recommendations as presented. The first one is on page 1, remove central office item C.
Can't even find mine.
On page 4, under cooks, item A, remove Jeffrey Bragg and Crystal Pierce. Both of those employees changed their mind. And then on page 5, substitutes item B, remove Jeffrey Bragg. Again, he changed his mind. With those adjustments, my recommendation is as presented.
You have heard the recommendation, have a motion.
I move we approve the superintendent's recommendation with the corrections and additions as were noted.
Have a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Here we go. So, B, gotta find the page.
I'm messed up. I got everything everywhere.
I'm sorry, there's no B there. Yeah, there is. B, consideration of approved superintendent's, or approved suspension of a teacher.
The teacher's name is Lauren Hutchinson.
I move we approve the superintendent's recommendation for Lauren Hutchinson. That's what's submitted to us.
My second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That's all we have on our agenda. This meeting is adjourned.